Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well, and hope you're having a fantastic and smashing Tuesday evening. Now, on today's video, we're going to discuss the top four race. Now, I made a video on this a couple months ago, and the reason I'm making another video is because a lot of my opinions have changed on the top four race. I think you've got to look at the top four race, and I think you've got to say Manchester City are going to win the league. That's obvious. People can say Liverpool can come back into it. Man City are going to win the league. Liverpool are definitely going to finish second. Chelsea probably going to finish third. The only place in that top four that's going to be up for grabs is fourth place. Now, a couple months ago when I made a video, Spurs were really on form. Arsenal were sort of, very iffy. One week they'll have a fantastic performance, the next they'll be piss poor. And Manchester United were very, very similar. One week putting in a great performance, the next week not so good a performance, And I think those were the only three teams that we were really discussing the other month. And we didn't discuss West Ham and Wolves. We said, okay, they're in this top four race mathematically, but are they really going to get it? No. My entire opinion on this has changed. I think if you've got to look at form, you've got to look at results, got to look at teams, got to look at squads, and then I think you can decide who will get top four. Right now, my thinking is Man City first, Liverpool second, right? Chelsea third, and honestly, Wolves fourth. I honestly do believe Wolves won't just get Europa League success, but will get Champions League football next season. And that could be something that doesn't happen, because we know they can drop points at times, but so can anyone else in that top four race right now. And I believe, looking at all the other teams and looking at the points they're picking up and the way they're performing in games compared to Wolves, you have to say Wolves, based on form, based on performances, based on their defensive record, have a real good shout, and people are underestimating them based on name value. This is a Spurs channel. Let's discuss Spurs in this top four race. A month ago when we made a video talking about the top four race, we were saying, okay, Spurs are probably going to get it. With those 3 games in hand, as I say, really close. We're 4 points off top four right now. We're 4 points off top four, or off that fourth place. Manchester United in fourth. I don't believe they'll stay there. I mean, not Manchester United, West Ham in fourth. I don't believe they'll stay there for a long time, West Ham, but we'll have to wait and see. I honestly do believe that a top four race still could be on for Tottenham Hotspur, because I think you've got to look at it. I understand we put in 2 really, really poor performances against Southampton and against Wolves, but you've got to assess as well the form that, and this is by no means saying they weren't good, that they weren't bad performances, because they really were. They were really pathetic. But I think you've got to look at those 2 games and say those were teams who were coming into those games with real good form, especially Wolves. And we made our own mistakes in both of those. We've got a week now to prepare for Manchester City. Now, a lot of people are going, and I was a culprit for it in my match reaction. A lot of people were going, City next. Brilliant. We're going to lose that one. You've got to assess our record at City. And I honestly believe with a week left until that game, if we can get Skip and Dyer back in that team, we can win the game. I posted a statistic on my community page on the channel. Check it out if you haven't already. Games with Skip, Højbjerg and Dyer in the team under Conte, we've conceded no goals in 5 games, and I believe we've won 3 and drew 2. Whereas without those 3 in a Conte team, we've conceded 13 goals in 5 games. The proof is in the pudding. It goes to show how crucial Skip, Dyer and Højbjerg are. No matter what you want to say about those players individually, you cannot deny that when they're all in the same team, they are absolutely fantastic. And I think you've got to assess that we've been missing, arguably, not by goals and whatever and statistics, but missing our 3 most important players this season for the last few games. Hence the fact we've lost them. If we can get all of them back fully fit for City, I think we may be able to get a point. We may be able to absorb that pressure, and we may be able to, get something out of the game. And if we don't, all I want to see is passion. All I want to see is effort. Then I believe we've got Burnley. Then I believe things can start to change. If we've got those guys back, I honestly do believe that's going to be a turning point. And what Tottenham Hotspur need is form. And we need it badly. And the reason I'm not saying top four is over, I see a lot of people going, top four, we're never going to get top four. What an idiot I am for believing we're going to get top four. You're not an idiot at all for believing we get top four, because there's still a very, very good chance, considering how much the other teams in this Champions League race are slipping up. United, if they took their last two opportunities, if they beat Burnley midweek, and if they won on the weekend, and West Ham won on the weekend, then I'd say, okay, fair enough, we are out of this top four race. But you've got to assess the results, you've got to assess the performances, and look at those teams and go, I don't think either of them truly believe in their fan bases that they will get Champions League football. I believe the three teams, I don't believe United will get it. I really, really don't. Last month I was saying it's between United and Spurs. I really don't believe United will. I believe it's between Tottenham, Arsenal and Wolves. If we can get Skip and Højbjerg and Dyer all back playing fit in the team for Burnley, for have we got after Burnley? I can't remember, but we've got Brighton, and you can't deny the fact, although we're 4 points off top four at the minute against West Ham, as I say, we do have 3 games in hand. And those aren't really tough games. Arsenal have 3 games in hand, right? They're 3 points ahead of us. But those 3 games are Chelsea, Liverpool and Tottenham away. Chelsea away, Liverpool at home and Tottenham away. They'll be happy if they take 3 points from that, in all honesty. Probably be against us. But if we can beat Arsenal in that game, we can take a lot of confidence from that, and we can really go on and challenge for top four. If we can get those players back fit for Burnley away and games in the future and our 3 games in hand, I believe we can get top four, because what we need is a bit of form. So I think United are out of the race. Never mathematically, and they could easily turn it on tonight against Brighton. I don't think they'll get it. I don't think West Ham will get it. I think you look at the way they're playing and they're just scraping by. Spurs, we've got 3 games in hand. We need confidence. We need an easier game. No games are easy, but we need a Burnley. We need a Norwich. We need those sorts of games, and they are going to come after Manchester City. We need them very, very badly. And as bad as it sounds, we are relying on other teams to drop points. As much as you say, oh, you can't rely on other teams, they are dropping points. Big time. The only other 2 teams that aren't dropping points are Arsenal and Wolves. And I honestly believe it's Tottenham, Arsenal and Wolves who are going to go for that 4th place. Who do I think will win it? I said it earlier in the video. I think Wolves will get it. I think Wolves will get 4th place. Tottenham will get 5th. Arsenal will get 6th. United will get 7th. West Ham 8th. That's why I honestly believe with West Ham having no games in hand. But then again, games in hand don't mean diddly if you don't win them. So it's going to be very, very interesting. It's a huge, huge game. City, whether we win or lose that one, or if we win, it's going to be fantastic. But if we lose, I don't think you can say top four's over. Even if other teams really pick up points or whatever, because I think you've got to look at that game and say, all these other teams in the top 4 races are going to have these patches. They're going to have to play Manchester Cities and Liverpools in a couple of weeks. It's not going to be easy for them forever. As much as they're picking up points now, whilst we got tough games against the likes of Manchester City, they're going to have to face City later in the season. They're going to have to face Liverpool. They're going to have to face Chelsea. For example, Arsenal. It's all well and good going, top 4, 3 points above Spurs. But look at the teams that you've been playing, in all honesty. Wolves was, a very tough win. I'll give them that. But beforehand, Norwich, Burnley, these sorts of teams that you have been playing against in the Premier League. So once, Arsenal have already played City, but once they play the likes of Liverpool and Chelsea, they will drop points. And by that time when they do play them, we'll be playing the Burnleys, we'll be playing the Leeds, we'll be playing those, Leeds, that's it, after Burnley, we'll be playing these sorts of teams. So I don't think the top 4 is over. It's going to be a very tough task, and I do believe it's between Tottenham Hotspur, Wolves and Arsenal. But look, please let me know in the comment section down below who you think the top 4 race is between, and who you do believe will get 4th place. Do you believe it will be Tottenham Hotspur or somewhere else? Could it possibly be the Scum? I don't even like to think about it. They don't belong in the Champions League. Haven't been in the bloody competition since about 2017. Pipe down, Arsenal. Pipe down. But look, thank you for watching this video. Take care. All the best. God bless. And as always, come on, you Spurs.